So I went to Iran in September to cover the Al-Quds Day rally, and I was there for 8 days just working in my role as a journalist for Press TV. And on the last day I had 24 hours to do some sightseeing, and I was heading of course to that wonderful ancient city of Isfahan, or say ancient 16th century. And a fellow colleague said on the way, should we stop at Qom, because it's pretty and we can be there in the evening and it really is a wonderful shrine to visit. And I thought we'd stop there for an hour, this was the plan, and then go to Isfahan where a lovely hotel was booked. And I'd do my touristic sightseeing. So you wear a chador, of course, when you go to holy places all across the Islamic world. So I had a chador on, and I went towards the shrine where lots of women were touching, and there are metal bars around it, and holding, and some women were crying. And I thought, oh, their lives must be terribly hard. You can feel young women crying, maybe somebody's sick in the family or something awful, and I felt sad. And some of the older ladies, their faces were raptured. They were enraptured by the joy and the peace they were having, and tears down their face as well. And so I just touched the exterior where these ladies were, and I just said to myself, thank you, Allah, for this journey. I wasn't expecting to be here. I hope that my friends in Gaza can be looked after by you, and thank you so much for everything that you've given me. And I went and sat down, and that was it. I thought I'll just sit here for a while and go. But when I sat down, I was overwhelmed with such a feeling of joy and rapture and peace. Peace is the best word for it. Tranquility of the absolute heart, that I never wanted to move from that place, just from sitting there, absolutely stationary, looking down at the floor, very quiet and still. And I couldn't even remember what pain would be like. It was like that. I thought, I wonder what pain is like. It was like I'd never know pain ever again in my life, and I'd never had a moment's unhappiness. And I was in, I suppose, a bubble. And then a young girl came over to me. She was maybe 22 years old, beautiful. A lovely young Iranian girl, and all I could see was her face because she's in a chador, and all she could see was my face, chador, and I'm sitting quietly. And she said to my colleague, can you ask this lady if she's at peace? And I remember thinking, what a strange question, of course I'm at peace, what else is there but peace? Nothing but peace exists. So I smiled and said, yeah, I am. And she said, I know, because I saw you across the mosque and something is happening, can I sit with you? And I said, yeah, of course you can. And then her friends came over, and then they were sitting around me, and we were just sitting there quietly, and I don't know how long that went on for.
And you were not speaking to each other?
Not speaking, just sitting there calmly, just enjoying the peace. And then she asked to have her photograph taken with me to show her husband the amazing thing that had happened at the shrine. And I thought, okay, that's fine, something amazing's happened, I wonder what it is. Somebody must have something happening to them. And after a while, I've no idea how long this went on with. You have to ask my colleague. She said we should go and eat now, and we stood up, and I thought the feeling would go away, and it didn't. It kind of went smaller so that I could function and move around, but this feeling of joy and lightness, it didn't go. I walked through the rooms, we went and ate, and all I wanted was to get back to the shrine. Are we going back yet? Are we going back yet? Are we going back yet? And my colleague said, we should leave to go to Isfahan. What do you want to do? And I said, I want to sleep on the floor of the shrine tonight. Is that okay? She said, of course it is. Of course. So her and her mother, bless them both, you know, we're reading the Quran, and we slept on the floor of the shrine.